Stop planning, start doing. Now, what do I mean by that? And you're going to want to stick around for this because it's really important. How often do you wake up in the morning and you think, okay, today I already had this plan last night. I'm about to go to the store. I'm about to work out today. I'm about to make this video. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And then you end up sitting in your bed for 3 hours scrolling Instagram or TikTok, and you realize, oh, it's been 3 hours and I haven't done anything. And maybe you go to the store and then what now? It just falls off and you procrastinate more, and all of a sudden it's dark outside. What happens then? I'll tell you why. It's because we plan too much and we don't do enough. And I had to realize this myself, because when you realize that, setting this whole schedule every single day, it ends up just not working. It ends up actually going against what you want to do. And so you have to realize that, am I planning too much instead of doing? So what do I really mean by this? You have to stop overthinking every single thing you want to do or are going to do. There are a lot of things in my life that I do not know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to succeed or not. I don't know if this is going to work or not. But I still do it anyways, because I want to get something out of it. And my philosophy is always, if this doesn't work out, then I learn something. And that has a butterfly or a domino effect on every other thing that I try to do, no matter what area it's in. So you need to realize that being scared and saying, I don't know if this is going to work, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, that is holding you back. And guess where that gets you? Especially in your 20s, when you're just starting out. You end up like everybody you see around you, or most people at least. You end up sad. You end up complacent. The years fly by and you wonder how I got here. What happened? What did I do? You weren't hungry. You weren't chasing. You were just okay with whatever was happening. And you have to realize this early on in life, because it happens fast. I'm 20 and I know this. It happens fast. And sooner than later, you look back and you're wondering what went wrong. And that's because you planned too much instead of just doing. I don't plan every single thing I do. I have an idea in my head and I just do it. I don't lay it out like this video. I just thought of it in the shower. I'm not writing a script or, doing this and that. I'm just doing it. You just have to do it. And that applies to anything that you're doing in your life. Stop letting this fear, this force field hold you back. Because you know what that is? That's uncomfort. And when you're uncomfortable, you grow. And that's the only way to go. If something's not working out, keep going. You're close. You're so much closer than you think. You are, I promise. And I got this mindset because I didn't always have it so easy. I had to have this mindset in my life to, do what I'm trying to do. You have to be here for the hard work. You have to grind it out. You have to. There's no choice, because if you stay comfortable, if you stay complacent, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to end up, like I said, these dozens of people at your workplace that you see at the store, that are unhappy, that are in debt, that can't afford anything, that went with what everybody told them is right. and still somehow they're making less money than you are. Now, how does that happen? How does that happen? Well, that's because they weren't hungry. And not always. You don't know everybody's situation. Of course you don't. But I bet you could infer about somebody. So be the change. Do it. Because what else are you going to do? Are you going to be one of the people that make excuses their whole life and don't do anything about their situation? Or are you going to get out there and be hungry and get connections and strike while the iron is hot? Don't waste time, because you'll look back and realize it's finite. You don't have all of it. You don't. And you need to realize that sooner than later. So stop planning and just start doing. Whatever thought comes in your head, you don't have to do it. But maybe you just should. Don't try to map it all out because you're going to overwhelm yourself. Just do it and try. You walk into the gym for the first time and you don't know what you're really doing. All the equipment looks scary. All the people look scary. And you just pick up some weights and just do it. Because that's what you need to do in life. You're never going to know what exactly to do, how exactly this is going to turn out. But you do it anyways, and eventually, guess what? You get accustomed to it. You start knowing people at the gym. Start going in there with some confidence. Your music blasted and you're fine. It wasn't easy at the start, but that's with anything. That's this example. It's with anything. You just need to start. Stop letting people tell you what is a good idea and what isn't. You go with what you know is right. Because that's what I've been doing, and it's been working out better than what anybody could tell me. Don't listen to people. Listen to you. That's important. Don't go to college just because mom and dad told you to. Don't get a car payment just because your friend Todd told you that's the good decision. Don't start using your credit card because Bob told you that's what he does. Stop planning and start doing.